what xx would be equal to?
20.
It would be equal to 10 plus 10, which would give us what? 20.
20.
1005.
Not quite.
So is that times?
No, man, this is x. And for Roman numerals, x means what? See it up here?
10.
Alright. So,
Sir, what is y?
y is not in it. 1000 plus 10 plus 5. So this would really be 1. The letters I, the letter X, and the letter C, and M, those letters can only be used only three times. Okay, for example, XXX, this is correct, right? And this would be 30, but we could not say this is incorrect. Okay,
Yes, sir.
this is not how we write 14. That's not how we write 14. Now the numerals, so that's one rule. Another rule, the numerals V, L, and D can only be used once. So these are used only once. Alright? So anywhere you see it, V is equal to 5 and L is equal to 50 and D is equal to 500. Okay, so you won't see VV and think that this is 10, because that's not 10. X is equal to 10. You won't see LL and this will be equal to 100, right? C is equal to 100. So this is wrong and this is wrong. Okay, you won't see D and think that this is 1000. Okay, this is wrong, because what? M is equal to 1000. So that's the second rule. The first rule, some letters can only be used 3 times. X, I, X, C, and M only 3 times, and the letters V, L, and D can only be used once. Alright, let's go on to something else now. When a letter of smaller value is placed after a letter of larger value, we add the values together. Okay, so let's look at this one. Let's see. Okay, so we have X and we have V. Let's look at that. X and V. So the X represents 10. The X represents 10. And what would the V represent? So this
5.
This would be 10, yes, and 5. So all of this would be 15. So all of this is equal to 15. Okay. When a letter of smaller value is placed on the left of a larger value, you subtract that. Okay. So if I have I and X, this really means what? 10 minus 1, which is equal to 9. Alright, Let me see if I can add the text here. Text here. No.
Excuse me, sir. I and X means 10 take away 1.
Yes. As long
How?
as long as it, because it's a rule. So as long as, let me see if I can write this as a rule.
Yes, sir.
Okay, read this one on the left for me, please. When a letter of smaller value, read that one.
When a letter of smaller value is placed after a letter of larger value, add the values of the letters.
Okay, and that is why X and V ends up being what? 15. Because 10 and 5 would make what? 15.
15.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Read this one for me, please. The one that is now in the middle.
When a letter of a smaller value is placed before a letter of larger value, subtract the value of the smaller letter from the larger letter.
So that is why I and X really ends up being what? 10 minus 1 being what? 9. Because
9.
we're going to take away the smaller value from the larger value. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Got that?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So let's go to the activity now. So our activity, so for number 1, no, switch. For number 1, we have XX, we have MCX, LI, no LI, this. Then we have XIX. And then for number 2, we have XLX, then CCXC, XXC, VI. Alright guys, work these out for me please. I'm going to give you a few minutes to work those out. Alright guys, let's go with number 1. So I need you to unmute now and let's look at number 1.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. What's the first one here?
20.
Let's call this A, B, C, and D. So A, you say is 20. So this would really be what? 10 plus 10, giving us the 20. And that's correct. Alright. B.
1110.
1110.
69.
69 is correct. Because this is 50 plus 10 more, 60. And then this all together is 9. So this is 69. And the last one, D, what's that one?
21.
Not 21. This X is 10 plus what's that? Somebody tell me what the first one is, please.
Yes, sir.
Are you hearing me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Keys, what is A?
45.
45, very good. And this is, let me see if I can move this over. The XL is the 40 plus V being the 5, so this will give you the 45. So this is XL, this is the V, and this is 45. This is B.
2000.
Okay, 2000, because one of the M would represent 1000 plus 1000, so this would be equal to 2000. Alright. Anybody, what's D?
97.
97. If C is 100, then 10 less than 100 is 90, yes, plus V being what? 5, plus this being what? 2. So this would be equal to 97. So that is correct, and this is correct. What about this one? Remember,
290.
290.
90.
Okay. It says MCM MDCV. No. CD and XII. So those are the three that we need to do. Okay, let's fix this one. This is CD.
Started number 1.
Alright, hold on. Let's give a few more people a try. 2 more seconds now. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna switch the order on you though. Let's start from the bottom. What is okay, let's go again. So this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. Okay. What is the answer for D?
13.
13 is correct, because this is what? 10, as in X is 10 plus 3, this is 13. What about C? What's C?
400.
400 is correct. Okay, because this will be what? 500 take away 100, because here it is, they said this is the what rule says that the digit of larger value, when it has a digit of a letter of lesser value on the left, we are going to take this lesser value from the larger value. So that's how we get the 400. All right, so let's go to B. What's this one?
1607.
Okay, so that's great. 1607. Let's go with this. How we get that? M 1000
is 1 million.
no man, a 1000. D, this would be 500, plus C, 1 more 100, plus 5 plus 2. So 1500 plus 1 more 100, 1600, 1607. Okay, so that's how that is correct. The final one here, what's the answer for this one?
1906.
No man, this one up here, sir?
900.
900. Okay, so what is all of that together?
1900.
All right, cool. So in this episode, we looked at what?
Roman numerals.
Roman numerals. So let's go back from the top now. We see that I means 1, V means 5, X means 10, L means 50, C means 100, D means 500, M means 1000. Okay, we put the numbers together, we add them. However, I, X, C, and M can only be used 3 times. V, L, and D can only be used once. And then when a letter of smaller value is placed after a letter of larger value, or to the right of the letter of larger value, then we add the value of the letters. And then when we have a letter of smaller value that is placed on the left of a larger letter, they say before on the left, then we are going to subtract the letter of smaller value from the letter of larger value. Okay, and we did a few examples here. Number 1, X and X gives us what?
20.
MCX would give us what?
1100.
LXIX would give us
69.
9.
XIX would give us
90.
okay. XLV would have given us what?
45.
MM would have given us
2000.
CCXC would have given us what?
200,
207.
No, 290.
290,
Alright, good. And XCVII would have given me what?
97,
97. And the last one we did here, MCM would have given us
1,900.
MDCVII 1607, CD 400, and XIII would have given us 13. Alright guys, take care. Our time is done. I'm gonna send you some homework in the group. Please do it and then submit your answers in the group, okay?
Yes, sir.
yes sir,
Alright, take care.
bye.